All right, let's talk about routines. We all have them, right? They make our lives easier, way more efficient. But what if those same routines are actually hiding some really important truths from us? We're going to dig into what happens when you step just a little bit outside those familiar patterns.
So, I want to kick things off with a question for you to kind of chew on as we go through this. Is your daily routine actually helping you, or is it hiding things from you? It's one of those things that sounds simple, but it's surprisingly hard to answer honestly.
The reason that question is so tricky is because routines are just so powerful. I mean, they give us this amazing sense of comfort and stability. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. That very same comfort can become a kind of invisible cage that we build for ourselves, shaping how we think and what we do, often without us even noticing.
I mean, think about it. When you're deep in a routine, all those little conveniences you've built, the same route to work, your go-to coffee order, that same workflow you use every single day, they stop feeling like choices you made. They just feel normal. They become this wallpaper in the background of your life that you don't even question anymore.
And the flip side of that is just as true. All those little frustrations. Oh man, you know what I'm talking about. That computer that takes forever to boot up, that meeting format that drives you crazy, the same traffic jam every single day. When you're in a routine, you just start to accept them. They feel like these unavoidable facts of life, instead of what they really are, problems that could probably be solved.
And this one is probably the most sneaky of all. Our big ambitions, our huge goals, they can just quietly settle into habit. That big dream of learning a new language or starting a side hustle, it gets kind of funneled into just being a little bit more efficient at what we're already doing. Our goal shifts from real growth to just optimization. And the scariest part? We usually don't even see it happen.
Okay, so for all building these invisible cages, how in the world do we get out? Well, the answer is surprisingly simple, though I'm not saying it's easy. You just have to change your environment. Because a new setting, it's like a mirror. It shows you all the assumptions you were living by that you never even knew were there.
And this is where it gets really, really interesting. Look at this comparison. When you're in your routine, the systems you use feel totally natural, and you kind of assume everyone acts the same way. But then you step into a new environment. Maybe you visit another country, or even just work for a different company, and bam! Suddenly you realize all those natural systems were just choices someone made, and your behavior, it wasn't universal at all. It was completely shaped by where you are.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? The environment as a mirror. It's not there to judge you or tell you you're wrong. It's just reflecting. It's showing you all the invisible rules you've been playing by, the stuff you absorbed without thinking, and the biases that take over when you're just running on autopilot.
And one of the biggest things that this mirror reveals is our relationship with risk. It's fascinating, really. It turns out that how risky something feels has almost nothing to do with the thing itself, and everything to do with the environment you're in at the time.
Okay, so check this out. If you're in a super stable environment, same job for years, predictable industry, taking a huge risk seems, well, irresponsible, crazy even. Like, why would you mess with a good thing? But flip that. Put yourself in a fast-moving, rapidly growing environment. Suddenly, not taking risks is the most dangerous thing you can do. Playing it safe is how you get left in the dust. Risk isn't just an option, it's a necessity for progress.
This all leads to a really important, kind of counterintuitive idea. Most of us think that growth should feel good, right? Like this nice, smooth journey upward. But when you actually break out of a routine, you learn something totally different about what progress really feels like.
The truth is, real growth is almost never comfortable. It usually feels messy, kind of inefficient, a little uncertain, maybe even unstable. Think about it. When you're learning a new skill, you're clumsy, you're slow, you make a ton of mistakes. We've been taught to see that feeling as a sign we're failing, but it's not. It's literally the feeling of progress.
So, we have to completely reframe how we think about discomfort. It is not a stop sign telling you to turn back. It's a signal. It's a flare going up that says, hey, your hidden assumptions are being exposed right now. It's the friction that proves you're pushing past your comfort zone. Discomfort is the feeling of possibility opening up, not failure shutting down.
Okay, so let's wrap this up and pull out the key takeaways here. When you really get how powerful your environment is, you unlock this amazing new tool for understanding yourself and actually growing. So what did we learn?
Well, for starters, our routines are great for stability, but they absolutely limit our perspective. That's the trade-off. But by changing our environment, even in small ways, we get that awareness back.
It's a powerful reminder that the way things are isn't set in stone. It's just a bunch of choices. And that's where the magic happens, because real growth kicks in the second those hidden assumptions finally get exposed. So, I want to leave you with this final thought. You don't have to pack your bags and move to another country to get this benefit. It can be something really, really small. So ask yourself, what is just one little routine you could change this week, just to hold up that mirror and see what it shows you?